What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, July 14th, 2019. Not going to be at a computer all day today. Litecoin making a move to the downside, so I'm just kind of like, I got to put some type of video out there just to talk through it with somebody, right? I'm with Sarah all day, and we're running around. I want to check in. So first off, if you're here and you're here for price, obviously, go to my video that I did on July 4th, 2019, like 10 days ago. It's a halving video talking about exactly what is happening right now. Litecoin at that time was trading around, I think, $122. We're currently down around probably over 25% now from that area, July 4th. We just broke into the 80s. The $80 to $90 area is an area that I've been talking about for a while now in terms of a heavier buy range for me. And we're there. And I just want to say this. Litecoin right now is up since December lows 300%. So if you're here right now, if you're a hater, if you're commenting on Twitter or YouTube about how Litecoin and all the altcoins they're done, it's over, I want to give you some advice. You look foolish when you do that, when price is down, because all that does is it displays the fact that you have no clue how the markets work, and you're potentially one of the people that are buying the tops, right? And you don't buy red days. You're not buying on days like this. So currently from our swing high that Litecoin had close to $150 not long ago, Litecoin is down around 40%. So again, July 4th video, go check it out for kind of an update in what exactly is happening right now. But if I could explain it to you, it would be this. The halving is approaching, and this same exact thing happened with the first Litecoin halving, and the same exact type of thing happened around Bitcoin halvings. This isn't new, right? We knew that we were climbing out of a bear market. We were over 500%, with 500% gains, and we knew consolidation was coming, right? So we have the halving in play. We have 500% gains in play. We have overextended on the weekly. Everything was perfectly lining up for consolidation, for a pullback. And what that does for us is it truly gives us the opportunity to get ready for it. You know, I can remember over the course of the last few weeks going out with my buddy and just him getting ready to really put some money into Bitcoin and Litecoin and stuff. And I don't give him financial advice, but I'm like, yo, this is what I'm saying on the videos. This is what I'm seeing. I think we're going back down, you know, like below $100. And here's why. And when you have that mindset where you're anticipating the consolidation, you're anticipating the dip, you just have fiat available, right, to buy more. I work extremely hard outside of YouTube and you know, following price in our recruiting firm that I run. I work very hard. I want to be the best in the crypto space, but I want to continue filling roles for my clients so that I can continue accumulating Bitcoin and Litecoin. I don't talk about that a lot, but I do see comments like, hey, how are you always buying the dips? The answer to that is I work nonstop to fill roles in the cryptocurrency space, leadership roles, executive engineering roles for my crypto startups that I work with. So I'm helping crypto startups grow, but at the same time, I'm buying the dip with a good amount of that of that money that I'm making. So that's that. So 40% down from that swing high we just had, right? Now the last Litecoin halving, you know, the month or so before the halving, the last one in 2015, Litecoin came down 70% to the 50 moving average on the weekly chart. Now, I've been saying I don't think we're going to get to the 50-week moving average on the weekly chart. It would be in that 60, I believe it's like a $60 to $70 range. However, it's 100% possible. It's incredibly heavy buy zone for me if we get there. It happened in the last halving. We could totally do it. We're already 40% down, right? So to get there is not that crazy of a thought at this point, now that we're in the 80s. But transparently speaking, we know as we approach the low 100s, that was a first just warming up my buy fingers. And then the $80 to $90 range was kind of my next area, heavier buy area, and we're there. So I'm going to throw this out there. I want to be completely upfront with you. I bought some Litecoin today. I'll probably keep buying. I'm watching it. I want to see if we kind of continue into the low 80s. My thought process has been this, since we're at, since we were 40% higher than we are now. My thought process has been this. Number one, I know Litecoin can reach and consolidate to 60 to 70. Historical data that we have says that it's very likely and possible. Number two, my comfortable range is in the 80s. Because if we get consolidation down to below 100, the 80s is incredible to me. That's a discounted buy for Litecoin, in my opinion. Now, I'm in my buy zone, my comfortable buy zone. I'm sharing that with you. That's not financial advice. Don't do what I do. Find your own level. Maybe you want to wait longer. Maybe you think there's a stronger possibility we go below 80. I know we can, and if we do, I don't care. If I accumulate heavily right now and I'm buying this dip, I'm doing so with the mindset of we could be at $60 soon, and I'm completely okay with that. So don't do what I do. Don't do what other YouTubers do. Evaluate the markets, right? I'm just trying to provide you the data. Evaluate the markets and kind of do what you're comfortable with. You have to look at your own financial position, your own financial situation. For me, coming from almost $150, being patient now that we're back down to below 100 and we're actually touching into the 80s, that's good enough for me. I'm happy with that. I always talk about patience on this channel. I know I always talk about pullbacks on this channel, even when we're just kind of feeling like we're mooning, right? When we're actually approaching $150, I was doing videos probably talking about be careful, consolidation, the Litecoin halving's coming up. We're going to get a big pullback. And I get some negative comments for doing that. Not a ton, but I get some, and they can get to me a little bit. But I'm telling you, I only do it because I want to personally be prepared for these pullbacks. So the reason I'm doing this video is obviously point your direction. If you haven't seen my July 4th video about the Litecoin halving and about this pullback that's happening right now, go watch it for like deep technical analysis on what's going on. I'm buying now. I will be buying if it did get to, the $60, $70 area. The other thing I want to throw out there is this. I believe you're going to have the opportunity for a good amount of time to accumulate. If you're thinking we're touching down to these levels and we're in the 80s, we're below 100, but we're actually going to be, back above 100 and mooning, in the next couple weeks, I don't think that's the case. I believe we are entering this very small season, maybe 90 days, 120 days, where we're going to level out somewhere. I don't know if it's the 60s. I don't know if it's the 80s. Bitcoin's going to level out somewhere on its own charts. I don't know if it's in the 8,000s or the 9,000s. I don't know where it is exactly. But we're entering this consolidation phase, and I see Bitcoin and Litecoin, they're going to start trading sideways. And forming more of a sideways channel. a very tight consolidation before entering the bull market. I've said it many times on this channel. I do not believe we're in the bull market right now. We're getting ready. We are just exiting the bear market. We need continued higher highs and higher lows. We need healthy consolidation like that's happening now in order for a bull market to begin. So I think we have some time, right? If you're scrambling, you're like, I don't get paid till next Friday. Maybe if you want to accumulate here and you can't, maybe you'll miss the boat. I don't know, right? But my sense tells me that you have some time. We're going to be trading sideways. You can get a really good sense of what that looks like if you look at the last Litecoin halving on the charts. We dipped 70% going into the halving, and then Litecoin was just sideways for a while. Bitcoin does the same thing. Bitcoin actually, when Litecoin had its last halving, Bitcoin did the same thing. Had a little dip around that time, and August 2015, and then it kind of just cruised sideways for a while. So I think there's going to be time for accumulation, number one. I think the next 30 days are going to be extremely wild because there could be bounces here and there, right? 20% bounce to the upside, back down. So those types of scenarios, just please be prepared for. I think the foundation for me, as far as my mindset, is the fact that we are in the 80 to 90 range, which was just that area for me that I've been eyeing up, that I've comfortably been wanting to accumulate more Litecoin. I'd said in the bear market, I always like to buy the dips, and I can't wait to see what that looks like, what buying the dips looks like in an uptrend, right? And this is what it looks like. We hit 140 something, almost 150, and now we're back down to the 80s. We are in a dip. We are in a big one. And I hope, and I'm here to also encourage you, if you could, try and take in the data that's out there on social media, crypto Twitter, crypto YouTube. Take in the data, but filter it, and accommodate your own risk tolerance. Don't listen for financial advice to YouTubers. So take the data I'm giving you, right? The charts don't lie either. So look at the charts, evaluate the charts. I think the only way I even anticipated this dip, right, is because of the charts and how consistent and helpful they've been for us, for the entirety of this YouTube channel. I mean, they almost always come through. It just always takes a little bit of patience. So have some patience, filter through all the noise. And the biggest thing, and this is probably the main reason I'm doing this video, besides kind of just talking about where we are, is the emotional aspect of this. This entire thing right now is a mental game. And I 100% mean that, because if you can leave the emotionality out of this and you can just approach these markets with patience, you're going to, I'm worried that my phone's gonna overheat. I'm trying to put the air conditioner on. If you can approach these markets with patience and cut through all the noise, leave the emotionality out of it, you're going to be okay. This took patience for us to come from like 140, 150 area down to 80. But you just have to sit back and relax and let it happen. So that's it. Recap of this video for anybody that just got here is this. Number one, if you want a technical analysis, you want to see the charts of what's going on today, go to my halving video July 4th, 10 days ago. Number two, Litecoin is still up 300% since December lows, everybody. Litecoin is in an uptrend. Litecoin is doing something awesome. Number three, leave the emotionality out of it. Number four, we're in a typical 40% dip right now from that swing high that we just had at like 150 area. It's a typical 40% dip. This is like literally nothing new in these markets. This happens all the time. So, my approach is this: buy the fear, buy when people are freaking out, buy when all the negative comments come out saying Litecoin is done, Bitcoin is done. That's my approach, and we're there. We're living in it. I'm documenting it on a live stream right now in a stinking TJ Maxx and Home Goods parking lot. And this is history in the making. And I love it. I love that we can document it. I love that we're in it together. So chill out, everybody. I think this looks incredibly healthy. This looks amazing to me. And I'm more confident than ever the fact that Litecoin actually is consolidating right now. Bitcoin's doing the same. Crypto is more alive than ever, everybody. So those are my thoughts. I hope you're having a good day. It's Sunday. I hope you're just enjoying the nice weather. If it's nice where you are, it's pretty beautiful here. And that's it. I will see you in the next video. If you're here and you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. 50% of you are not subscribers from what my analytics tell me. So hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you as part of the channel, and hang in there. Just patience, everybody, and be smart with your money. That's all you got to do. Make the smart, wise decisions, and I think you'll be good. This is just a little blip on the radar and an extremely good opportunity for the long-term growth of Litecoin. So everything's looking healthy in my opinion, but that's my opinion. That's not financial advice. I hope you have a great rest of the day. I will see you in the next video, and God bless.